Hello students, today we will revise chapter 3 First Farmers and Herders. So I request you to please open page number 18, that is in history, chapter 3 First Farmers and Herders. Okay. So in First Farmers and Herders, the first introduction is that man from food gatherer, he became a food producer. As I told you that in Mesolithic age, he remained as a food gatherer. He used to keep on gather food, that means by hunting, picking the roots, digging the roots. This is how he collected his food. Now, in Neolithic age, okay, that is your new stone age, he got an idea, that is from 8000 BC to 4000 BCE, man got an idea of cultivation. So he became a food producer. That also by chance idea he got. He must have seen some birds throwing the what we say the seeds and the water of rain falling into it and it growing into a tree. So he got an idea of food cultivation. Now he became a food gatherer. No food gatherer, food producer. Okay. And we have got lots of evidences and places we know wherever whatever facility was available, accordingly he started cultivating the food. Where whatever was more available, there he cultivated the rice, some places wheat. And we know man used to settle near the river body so that he could easily get the water for cultivation, for his household work and for the animals also. So we have lots of evidences on page number 18. Okay. Rice cultivation was done in East India, okay, as well as in Koldyawa in Uttar Pradesh. These are the evidences. And we have plenty of evidences where we learn that man got an idea of agriculture and he started cultivating his own food. Next we have domestication of animals. So with the food producer, man also got domestication of animals. Now he used to run behind the animals to hunt it and make his food and eat it. Now he got an idea of to domesticate the animals. Okay, now we domesticate. Now you have pet dog, you must be having at home. We have cows, we keep parrots, cats, so many other things. So he started domesticating the animals. So some animals that he domesticated were dog, goat, okay, sheep. These were the cattle. He domesticated oxen. Oxens were used for carrying his burden. Now, dog was the first animal that he used as a pet animal or domesticated because dog provided him as a watch. When he was planting the food, what was happening? The crop, if any animal was coming to eat that crop, the dogs would bark and make him aware or warn him that your food, your crop is in danger. The first animal they tied, or we say sorry, the domesticated, was your dog. And with the help of domesticating these cattle like sheep, goat, he could get easily milk available, okay, meat available, okay. And he also slowly domesticated the cow. He could get the milk from it. So he got these animals domesticated. Oxen to plow his field. All these he got. So this was your domestication of animal, children. Next we have brick making. Now because he learned the art of agriculture, he has to stay one place. He needs to make his house. Okay. And he started making his houses. So he got an idea of making brick also by accident. Okay. If he got an idea, if wet clay was kept in the fire, it will become more strong, long lasting. Okay. So he made clay, gave it a shape of brick and baked it into the fire and it became very strong, which he used for making the houses. Okay, we have got lots of examples and civilizations which show the man used bricks. So brick making that you have on page number 20 now. He made clay bricks, put it into fire, and he saw that it became, by chance he saw it became very strong, and then he used it for making his houses. Next we have we have this discovery of fire it was also discovery of wheel, invention of wheel also we say. So till now man was carrying his burden on him. Okay, all the load that he had to carry, he would carry on him. And also if he was traveling from one place to another, children, he would take months. It would take for him to days to reach from one destination to the another. So he got an idea of wheel. That is also by chance it happened, because he was not attending any classes like you all engineering classes and all people attend now, learning things how to do. All that he learned by observing. So he observed that some blocks of wood were rolling down the hill. So it gave him an idea, if I could cut the wood into round shape into block, it can be easily pushed and rolled further. Okay, so he made wheel. Okay, so nobody has an idea how did he make, but we think, many believe he must have noticed by chance that blocks of woods are rolling down. This gave an idea of invention of wheel. And invention of wheel was very important thing that happened in the man's life. It helped him to easy his loads and made his traveling also easy. And today we have plenty of things available with the wheel. You can move within minutes and hours to one place to another. Okay, also making with the help of wheel, not only our load or our traveling became easy, man made to, with the help of this wheel, he also made development of potter's wheel. Now he made the potter's wheel for making his pots and pans. You see the potters now using the wheel which moves in round, he can easily give the shape and make faster those articles or tools. So development of potter's wheel. Now he could, in development of potter's wheel, there was a need to make pots to store water. Now because he is doing cultivation, he has to store his food. He has to cook his food. He has to store the water. So he needed some utensils, some pots and pans. So what he did? He started some clay pots and pans. Before, in the beginning, he made with the hand. They were not with perfect shape and sizes, and it took him so much of time. But when he discovered or invented, we say the the wheel, that wheel he started also making the tools with that. So that was potter's wheel. You must have seen also. They use the wheel and it keeps moving, and they keep on giving the shape to the whatever object they are making, the pots or pans. Okay, next you have pottery. The pottery of those days did not consist of the porcelain cups like you use na, like we have bone china cups and all that. You have not like that. That was only made up of clay, and then they were baked into fire, and then they were painted. So not what we use na, chini mitti ke bartan that you say, no. They were making with the clay and bake it into fire and color it and give it so beautiful designs on them. So clay pots were made by early human. These clay pots were baked to make them strong as the brick was. And in many places woven baskets and pits in the ground have been found, which must have been used for storing grain. So with the pots they have also found some woven baskets. Woven basket also you get na, tokri made up of wood. So those also they have found when the excavation was done. So it shows that people were also using woven basket for storing the food and also storing the grain. Okay. Next we have thing is tools. Next you have tools. What were the tools of this age? Neolithic. We remember Paleolithic age, man's tools were very rough, crude, big, not perfect shape and sizes. In Mesolithic age, he made little small, sharper, microlithic. So tools of Neolithic age were very better than the before one, better tools than compared to other two stone ages. They were given a finer edges and started to get handles. Now till now they had no handles. Now they started fixing handle into these tools. So man used some wooden shaft or wood and gave it a handle shape. Okay, like axes, blades, arrows, spearheads, hammers, chisel, pestle, mortars. These all were the tools of this age. We know axe was used for clearing the forest, cutting the tree. Some tools were used for digging the ground, some for cutting the meat. So many tools were available. But at that time, the tools were better than the other two ages. Okay, fine in shape and sizes and had handle to hold them. Okay, handles were there to hold them. Next we have, what was the way of life in this age, that is from Neolithic age. We are learning about Neolithic age from 8000 BC to 4000 BC. The way of life. What was the way of life of the people at that time? Way of life, leading settled life brought several other changes. Till now he was a gatherer. He would go place to place. He had no perfect home, no fixed home. He would live in caves and trees. But because he has learned the art of cultivation, he started settled life. So his life also changed. Okay. He started cooking his food. This helped him to start forming small communities. So they started living in small communities, and then slowly villages came. Okay. With the occupation of it, what we say is agriculture, people also did some other work. They started making pottery work, looking after animals. No? I have written herders. Herders means those who look after the animals. Okay. So as the community became more and more close-knit, they started dividing work among themselves. So when the community became big, the village, they were dividing. Some were farmers, some were herders, some were pots, they started dividing their work so that they could do it easily, okay, and perfectly. So what were the occupation? Farming, hunting, fishing, pottery, making, weaving, dyeing. These were all their occupation. Occupation means their job. What were the work they doing? Farming, fishing, okay, and hunting, pottery making, weaving and dyeing. Dyeing means coloring the clothes. Weaving is, in this age, learn to make basket and slowly learn to make clothes. So in weaving, occupation of weaving. Weaving is making clothes, weaving the clothes, okay, and also weaving the baskets. Okay children, so weaving is an art of making clothes, weaving the clothes, stitching the clothes and also making the baskets. They have observed this how to weave, that is from birds. Birds built their nest, they make their nest from that. Painting, what was their painting? Painting, as I told you, now in early age only he was painting on the walls, but in this age he started painting on the walls, caves, and all his emotions were shown on the paintings. Scenes of hunting, dancing, celebrating something, procession of some celebrations were shown on the painting which were done on the walls. So it tells all about his life. Next we have his dwelling. What was his house like? His house were now better. It was made with thatched houses and made up of woods. They would make the raw houses, not like pakka houses they have kacha houses, okay. Some pit houses were also made and plenty of examples we get, okay. People suddenly settled down into farming. They settled near the river bodies, okay. Many tribes still continue to live into the villages only or forests, and many have shifted to the cities. Okay. Next you have religion. What was the religion? Religion of that period, he had no any other religion. He was frightened of the natural object, fire, storm, lightning. He was not knowing why it is raining, why it is thundering. So he used to be frightened of these objects and used to think that the gods are angry with him. So he started praying to this natural object, praying to rain, thunder, storm, sun, moon. These became his praying object. Okay, so he started praying to these things. So he started worshipping the nature. As I told you, the rain, the sky, wind, sun as their god. This was all about your Neolithic age. Till now, whatever I told you was your new stone. Next we have Chalcolithic period. So Chalcolithic period is from 4000 BCE to 2000 BCE. Chalcolithic means when man started using metal. The first metal he used was copper. That's why it is known as Chalcolithic age. Using till now he was making his tools with the stones. So in this period he started making his tools with the help of some metal. The first metal he used was copper. So the age name is Chalcolithic age. Okay. And then you have a study of Daujali Headling. It is a civilization near in Tejpur in Assam district, and it shows the signs of early human living, and the life was Neolithic age type. Brahmaputra valley near it is found. Peculiar shapes of some broad tools have been found, wedges, blades, hammer, these things. An excavation of Daujali Headling also has some peculiar types of things are found, like greyish color, basket, some tools and weapons have been found. Okay, so Daujali Headling will tell the life of Neolithic age that we have studied. Okay, so this was the chapter first, farmers and herders, and we have discussed everything. I have explained to you, not in very detail, but for as a revision. Already I have taught you detailed information in the previous online classes. You can go through it, and I have sent you also the exercises and question answers. Children, go through it, prepare for your exams, study well. Thank you. Have a nice day.